Welcome to Tap In with
This is my people.
Welcome to Tap In with T Vix and Miss Dean. I'm your host T Vix, and this is my beautiful co-host Miss Dean. And today, we got a special guest. Oh
yes,
man,
yes we do.
Let's talk to her.
Yes, we do. So we got a special guest, Miss Takisha, in the house, and she specializes in holistic health, and we're going to get into it. And these are some of the products that she actually stands behind and works with. But look, before we get into all that, she gonna go crazy.
Right, it's
She
gonna
go
be crazy.
It's gonna be mind blowing.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
y'all.
gonna be mind blowing. It's something y'all need. But guess what? Y'all know what we do. This Tap In family. So you know we gotta get into the topic first. We're gonna get into the topic now. Everybody, I want y'all to hang out after the topic and get this information. This is good food for thought. I mean, this is what you need. I mean, so
This bigger than food for thought. This food for your soul.
for
This
your
real
soul.
nourishment.
Feed yourself. So
But,
hey,
like,
look.
we ain't gonna tease y'all too bad.
Yeah, we don't want to give it all up. We're gonna get into the topic. We're gonna have some fun, and then we're gonna learn something so we can earn something. So what's the topic today, Miss D? You know what I'm saying? This is the topic today.
Hey,
I'm gonna just say the boots is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Them boots is
They almost didn't make it today. I was sitting there thinking, I ain't know.
Yeah.
You know what? They made it.
Well, what's the topic, Miss D?
So today's topic is, if you break up with someone, do you break up with the family too? Do you lose them and the family?
Man, do you lose them and the family?
Let's see.
Do you lose them and the whole family? You know what I'm saying? You know you
I'm
like
just
that
saying.
uncle, that cousin, cool. Y'all been kicking
You got
it.
your favorite cousin.
This gonna be fun.
Man, it's gonna be crazy. Now look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. What did y'all break up for? So I always gotta elaborate it. You know what I'm saying? Like breaking up,
No.
it happens
You
in
can't do
layers.
that.
You get what I'm saying? Cause I mean, you know, if she done stole something from you, took some money from you or something like that, we gotta break up with the whole family. You know, I'm gonna be mad.
So it depends on the severity.
Of the breakup.
crime.
You know what I'm saying? The crime. Like we just broke up because we got differences. We done grew apart. That's what people say. But they really like somebody else, so they just, you know what I mean? Don't nobody just grow apart and be single. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done grew apart, but you got pictures with him on Facebook already.
You
Right.
grew. You had grown. You kept growing. That was the real truth.
So when they tell you you done grew apart, I'm letting you know. For me, they saying, man, I done found somebody a little bit better than you.
Or what's the cliche? What's the one that they always say in the movie?
It's not me.
It's not you. It's me.
It's me. Yeah.
Oh, it's right.
You know, it's not you. It's me. That means she got eyes for somebody else.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. You know, I love. It's a crazy question because you know I love my wife, and you know I'm gonna be mad. So you got to break up with the family for at least 5 years. I can't be.
5 years.
I can't see you at the cookout a year. Yeah, man. I mean, we got kids, but you can't come to my mama's party right after you done broke up with me.
You know what's funny?
You know what I mean?
And Takisha, we're gonna get your input on this too. But you know what's so funny? Your family will never break up. Your family they're loving.
Yeah.
I'm good. It don't even matter. I'm gonna be at the parties, at the functions.
You think you is?
They don't care. They don't
I'm calling
never-
auntie.
no,
I'm gonna tell
you
her
gonna be
right now.
mad.
I
You
say,
gonna be
auntie, it's either her or me.
You know, she gonna be like, nephew, I see you at the party, and if
I'm
she
not
comes,
coming.
she gonna come.
I'm not coming if she coming, cause we at odds, baby.
Right. Well, my breakups ain't never been that severe to where the family wouldn't let me break up with them.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, my breakups they were smooth. It was grew apart. It was nothing like traumatizing to where I ain't talking to none of y'all for the rest of my whole life.
Right.
It was never that severe. So the family always was, well, you know, you invited to the birthday parties, you invited to the cookouts.
You know what that also means? That means that you was a good woman that the family was rooting for.
Yeah.
It don't necessarily mean the one that want to leave messed it up. Sometimes the family know, and they don't want to lose you because they really rooting for you to be with their family member?
Now, I done seen it a lot of ways. You know, my uncle, he might have a wife there and an ex-girlfriend there. You know what I'm saying? And the ex-girlfriend might break her husband. That's just how it is.
Yeah, I done witnessed that too.
So you know, but that's a mature outlook on it. You get what I'm saying? So I think if you a YG, you got to break up with the family. Because, you know, the young guys, you know, I'm getting to the point where now I could do that. You know what I'm saying? But 20 years ago, now we done broke up. No, you with the boyfriend, y'all eating cake. You know, I'm throwing something at it. I'm throwing something at it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it got dangerous.
Okay, hold on.
But the older you get, you start saying
you mature.
You get mature.
And you start understanding, like, so Takisha, T-Vix made a joke, and he said, oh, when you grow apart, really mean you got eyes for someone else. And you said you grew apart.
Right.
So I'm asking you, on a real basis, like, aside all the silliness, what do you think are some of the things that can cause people to grow apart?
Right.
Maturity. Just life in general. You know, my direction might change to something else, and he might see somebody that, well, they always saw somebody that was more fun and lively. I was very mature for my age, always being, still is, even me being 46 years old. All my friends are older than me. And I just, not to say that they were immature, it was just I haven't been evenly yoked yet with,
I get exactly what you're saying,
where my life path is taking me.
That's a respectful way to say it, because you didn't throw any shots and say, like, they immature. Like you said, you even made it clear, like, they're not immature, but maybe I was just a little more advanced than I could have been, like, where I should have been for my, not should have been, but where the average person my age would be.
Yeah, because I had my daughter at 16, my oldest at 16, so my mom always, the crowd that I ran with, my older cousins, they was always into a lot of stuff. And her line was, get in trouble, go to jail, your kids going to the children's home. I took that literally, like, okay. And I knew my grandmother and my grandfather was helping her with us because she had us at a young age. So I definitely took that as, oh, you better get yourself together.
Right.
So I had no playtime. You know.
And to be honest, that's kind of like a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse, because who wants to hear that embedded in their mind to do? But at the same time, that was the story for a lot of people. I was like, you know, people went through children's services for real, you know, and experienced that life. So the fact that it resonated and kept you going on the right track, I mean, kudos to you, because some people just hear it go in one ear and out the other. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
True. So it's still good women out there, men. So, you know, don't think all women out here trying to have a hot girl summer. Some people is really trying to evolve. That's
but
what
for me, cut them off. Yeah. Cut them off. I swear. I'm still on that trash.
Your family don't be calling me anyway.
No, I'm mad. I cut my mama off. I'm cutting my dad. If you talk to him and we don't work, I'm cutting you off. Daddy, mama, sister, cousin, no.
See, when you in love, this is what you do. When she cuts you off, you go over her family house more often.
You better not.
You be over there bringing ice.
No.
Yeah. Mama, what you need? I got you. You still my mama. Yeah.
It's me and him. He done did something.
Yeah.
So if he done did something, no, we all don't like him until you hear from me.
Nah,
I'm gonna set up a group chat, and when I put the okay out, when I drop the Amber Alert.
Unfortunately, I think you're right about my family. My family, like, well, she already got the babies. So,
yeah.
You know, she family, you know what I mean?
My family the same.
They ain't got nothing to do with us. What y'all got going on ain't got nothing to do with us.
My family would never. Oh, my sisters, it's over with. They gonna, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, man, I'm gonna lose sisters. I'm gonna lose cousins. Yeah. Because ain't nobody about to say, you know.
But look, y'all, we're going to pause for the calls, and we're going to get back to the interview in a minute.
What would y'all do?
What would y'all do? Okay, we back. Tap in with TV's Miss Dean. It's the interview proportion, man. We got Miss Dean. How you doing? You still
What's
good?
up?
You still good?
Oh,
You
of
ready for
course.
this, man?
I'm always
You ready
ready.
for this? We got big information. Okay, we're gonna give you the floor. Open the floor up
Go ahead.
and tell us about what you got going on and what's going on.
Who you are
who you are and what you got
have
going on.
on.
So I am Takisha Sibley. I am a holistic iridologist. I study the iris of the eye, which is the color part. I don't do no diagnosing. I can detect what you inherited from your ancestors. You are made up of 62 people between your mother and your father. That's 5 generations. And I have a microscope camera to where it blows your iris up and I can read the threads in your eyes. I like to call them your birthmarks.
Your real birthmark.
Now, why do you feel like that is important for people to know? Like, what is this avenue? What is this? Because this is holistic health, correct?
Yes.
So why is this so important?
So it's important because you live with your body, you sleep with it, you walk with it, and when you go to the doctor, it shouldn't be your doctor telling you what is wrong. You should be able to go to the doctor's office and explain, and they listen to you because you know how you feel. So if you know what's going on with your health, then that gives them a heads up on how they need to care for you instead of it being the other way around. Because your body speaks to you in a lot of different ways, and we've been taught not to pay attention to those signs. And I like to look at it as when you know what's going on and you have a heads up on your health, then you know how to take care of your person.
Girl, you gave me chills. I mean, I just shaved today, so my hairs ain't sticking up. But
I see it.
I definitely,
see it.
she gave me chills because how she broke it down. It has been so many times, not only myself, family members and people I see go to the hospital or emergency room, and we're looking for a diagnosis from the doctor. We want them to tell us what we have going on. And when she said, you're supposed to know how to break it down and explain it to the T, and then they can basically take that information and see what to do with it. But a lot of times we are hoping and going to them, well, what do you think? You know, and then that's true.
And just because you have, I'm going to use myself for example. I inherited an autoimmune deficiency, and it has to come from my grandfather's side because he had crippling arthritis. So that's nothing but a bunch of mucus accumulated in your body, which makes you stiff. You can't move. It'll suffocate you. It'll cripple you to where you can't walk. He was wheelchair bound when he passed. And so now that I know what I inherited, I stay away from whatever causes inflammation in my body. And
so
I
dairy,
did, and that's dairy, meat, a lot of things causes inflammation. Back in 2020, I had a scare with my right eye. It was drooping, it was watering, it was pink eye. It just looked like somebody just beat me up. Sometimes my vision would come and go, and I went to the eye doctor, to my family physician. Blood work came back, inflammation. Inflammation levels was high. So instead of them saying, Takisha, change your diet, they had 4 prescriptions waiting for me.
Of course.
And I had to go see a rheumatoid arthritis who gave me a prescription that was going to affect my heart and my kidneys. That was the side effect. Why would I do that?
Exactly.
Why would I do that?
And it doesn't necessarily cure nor fix the problem.
Right.
It doesn't make any promises. It's a, well, it can do this, but it'll lead to this.
Right.
So, question, is that when you started your journey on the holistic, when you had your self problem die?
Yes. And I went home and I cried. It was depressing. I had a complex because it destroyed like my whole face, like everything changed.
Did you think you was gonna have a stroke?
I thought that I was gonna go blind.
Oh, okay.
Because I would literally feel my eye muscle giving out on me.
Like pulsing and pulsing. Yeah.
Yep.
I get it. Okay.
Yep. And then I was exhausted all the time because I was using everything in me to strain to keep my eyes open. So that causes headaches. And I'm frustrated, and I'm still eating jacked up, right? Because I don't know not to eat this stuff. So it's making it worse.
Right.
And like just one thing happened after another. and I was in Whole Foods, and I'm just talking to myself like, what do I need to take? The lady walked up to me. She like, what you need? I took my glasses off. I said, something going on with my eye.
A stranger?
Yeah. And she took my hands and she was like, honey, she said, I got something for you. And she took me down the aisle to some cast oil. Cast oil. She said, spray this on your eyelid at night because it's going to be a film. She said, rub it in your eye. She said, and then change your diet. And I'm like, what do that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
okay, I'm going to spray my
That's
eye.
foreign. That's foreign.
So I'm like, can I have your phone number? Can we talk? And she gave me her number. And she was like, I want you to go get you a colon cleanse. She said, whatever you eating, stop. So I drove to Brook Park up in Cleveland and got a colon cleanse for 6 Saturdays in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Changed my diet. That lady passed me on to Renee.
Uh-huh.
And I worked with Renee for 6 weeks. She pricked my finger, told me what my blood type was. Then I got an appointment to go see my doctor. So I done seen Renee twice already.
Uh-huh.
So I'm seeing the difference in how I'm feeling.
Exactly.
Because I ain't bloated no more.
Yes.
I'm excited about life again.
Yeah.
So I'm telling my doctor, like, I need you to do my blood work again. I said, I'm getting a colon cleanse, and I found out what my blood type was. Oh, she shot that down. She like, oh, there's no scientific fact that, you know, this is going to work for you. This is the prescription that I have. This is what you need to take.
Course.
No.
Because if you think about it, I mean, that's competition. They're actually like battling. That's like a battleground. You know, they don't believe. Not even to say they don't believe. It's just that affects their business.
And it worked. It's proven it worked because look at your eye today. It's beautiful. It works.
You don't remember when COVID came and the lady, was she an African or something? I don't want to misspeak, but there was a lady that was foreign and she was saying she had cured everybody with zinc and she had all these trials and they shut her down and pulled her license and they said, no, you ain't allowed to do that. You got to do this. But they didn't have a cure, but they didn't want her curing people with this. And I'm not knocking anything. I'm not saying anything, but that is just what happened. And she had a case study that everybody had survived during her trial periods of her treating them. But
beautiful story. Now look, I know you got some products now. I know you got some products to show us. I know you got something, you know what I mean? You got something. We got something on display. Let's display some of these products.
I can't wait to try it, honestly.
So I have some products through Vita Health. They are all natural products, and it's 4 systems. It's the detoxification, the restore, the nourish, and the awakening. And so it's best to detox the body first. When I say these products are amazing, I can't make any medical claims, but people is enjoying life again, and they're not taking the hard prescription drugs anymore.
Now, Takisha, when you say they are organic, when you say they are natural, when you say they have no products in them, do you mean like are they 100% non-GMO? Like
100%.
Because you know sometimes they'll do that now. They'll say they're organic, but they're GMO in a sense.
Yep, they're 900% GMO products.
Okay.
They are. It's 100% natural.
Y'all hear that? This is what we want, correct? This is what we want. This is true nourishment.
Real nourishment.
Yes.
I need me some. I'm gonna tell y'all
I'm
what.
definitely getting me
I'm
some.
getting me the detox. I'm getting on some stuff because you know T-Vix ain't moving the same way it used to move. You know what I mean?
Except when you hit the 30s and up. Don't even worry about how you used to be.
I gotta get me something to get me together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Low energy. You know what I mean? It's low energy, but that's from them toxins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can work out every day. You can eat clean. You can have the best body mentally. Your thoughts is everything. It's clean. You still need some kind of supplement to level and balance because we live in the United States now. Come on. It's allowed chemicals in our products, in our food. We don't know what we eat in. So it's suggested that we take some kind of healthy supplement every day. And why not something natural?
For real.
Yes.
I
Very
believe in
true.
that. I see something different. Like when I grew up, the kids that would come home from school, they would go outside and play. Now I'm seeing kids come home and go to sleep.
Yep.
So
All
I'm saying
of 'em.
all of them. It's like I was thinking it was just my kids, but I was asking other people and they were like, damn, my kids going to sleep too after school. They tired, man. So I said it's the same schedule we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference? There got to be something going on with the food
Yeah.
and the nourishment that we giving.
It's the
nowadays.
sugar.
Yeah.
And then also,
They crashing out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
they
then
get that
also,
big, they crash
they're
out.
finding out so many things. Like they're finding out so many things, and they're doing so many studies where they're finding out what's causing autism
Mm-hmm.
in our food and some of our in some of our shots that we're giving our kids, vaccinations, things
Mhm.
like that. The bag is getting, torn apart. They're pulling the tricks out the bag,
Mhm.
But what I was gonna say is these products are so vital for us in our community of people because a lot of times they don't really know how to heal us.
No.
They're experimenting. We're experiments in a
Yeah.
sense.
Mhm.
And no shots. Shots out to the doctors that work hard and grind. This is no shot to
Oh,
anyone
absolutely.
Well, y'all
in the
know that's
healthcare.
what medicine
Mhm.
is too.
What?
It's trial and error.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
we give these people this for 30 years, and then we see what happened, and then we write it and down, and then we get better.
But
Yeah.
this is
That's
what I
how
want to
it
say.
is.
What I love about this product is that even through your trial and error, there's no side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is where I was leading with why these are so vital.
Yeah.
Because it takes time to figure things out. We're
Mhm.
still learning our bodies. Most of us, like you said, we've been taught the wrong things.
Mhm.
So we're relearning. And in the process of relearning, who wants to have their bladder go out or liver go out because, they got to take medication that causes these side effects.
Mhm.
Well, with these, you can work on the root problem. If it doesn't work, you can switch your product up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I stand behind anything that is natural, organic, and does the body good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get
So
something.
Takisha, you are very necessary for our community.
Yeah.
If y'all need to, make sure you let them know where they can follow you, where they can get the products. Just
And we're gonna add that to this. We're gonna make sure y'all get all the links and
Yeah, we gonna add it,
We
but
gonna
just in
add
case.
it, just in
Yeah.
case, we go ahead and let them know how they can follow you right now.
And I just want to give, before I do that, I want to say to anybody out there suffering from anything, it could be, when I say anything,
Mhm.
anything, you clean your gut, you do a detox, your stomach, your gut is the real brain. You clean and you get a detox, you can, I can't say the word cure, I can't do no diagnosing, but y'all get what I'm trying to say.
yes.
You will be free, and just mark my words. Detox and clean your system and change the way you look at life and forgive yourself for whatever you done. Clean your stinking thinking and clean your gut, and you will live, and you won't need nothing. You won't have to let whatever you suffering from be a death sentence to you. Put it like that.
You know what? Let's clap that up. I love that.
We got to.
But she opened up a book, and this is how I'm going to say I 110% agree with that statement. When I was overweight, I'm still battling now after I had my son, but when I was overweight, I hired a personal trainer, and she was so adamant, so on me about my mindset. I'm like, why is she bothering me about my mindset? She was talking about spirituality and like having my mind aligned with my body. I'm like, this lady just have me lift some weights and leave me alone. Like I want to lift 20s, 50s. I'm ready. It's almost like playing the keyboard and you want to do the full song, but you got to learn the notes.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to, and it's like the same thing with the mind. It's like, I didn't understand it at the time, why it was so important for my mind to align with my body and to clear that mindset up. Like, because I did have a lot of negative thoughts, beating yourself up, feeling like you can't do it, feeling like, like it's a death sentence, certain diagnoses. But it's like, you 110% correct, because when I started changing my mindset, my body fell in line, and it just went like, I even became a personal trainer.
Yeah.
And I
So
viewed
did.
life completely different.
Yeah.
So I agree. And I'm not just saying this, you cool, I like you as a person, but this has nothing to do with our relationship. I stand behind that because it's so real. And that's manifestation with anything though.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna give y'all another gem. You know what? I'm gonna do this and I'm document it and give y'all the information on how I felt. I'm gonna tell you some of this product because I've been looking for something to clean my digestive tract out. I've been looking for something, and it's crazy. I didn't even know. I thought you was bringing a different product. It's crazy. It's crazy that you done brought the cure, but not the cure, but you brought what I need. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what I'm saying. But it's crazy because I really, and this is real talk, as it hit me. You know what I mean? I've been telling you. Personal off the camera. I'm like, I need to find something that I can, you know what I mean? And then she done brought it right to me. You see how God put the people in your life that you need. You know what I mean?
So let's not sidetrack. That's 100. That's real. I love that. Takisha dropped some jewels of where they can find you. If you want to go more and show them some more products, these are some of the products.
Yeah,
if you want to share anything else, as far as like product wise or business wise or anything personal with you, this is your time to shine, girl.
So I am on social media as Takisha Sibley, and I have another page. That's my Facebook, and I got another Facebook as Iris by Takisha. Those are my two handles for social media, either Takisha Sibley or Iris by Takisha, and I'm on TikTok as well.
Yeah, she on TikTok.
And my holistic wellness office is Trace Kismet Wellness at 2767 Front Street on the lower level. If you in Northeast Ohio, Cog Falls area, the lower level.
Yeah, y'all gotta get to it.
Well, I'll be visiting. Who else coming? So all I want to know is
who's coming with me? Come on, y'all.
We appreciate
we
you.
We want y'all to do this.
Thank you.
Let's get healthy together. Let's live life, love, laugh, and be here for a long time together.
And I want you to know something coming from me, someone who has suffered throughout different health situations and just been discouraged in certain areas. You are doing a service to our community. You are doing a service to the people, because a lot of times it isn't just about you guys getting a check. Y'all have to do the research. Y'all have to find out a lot of things. And I got a lot of respect for people like you. So shouts out to Takisha. I really, really hope that y'all follow up with her. And like she said, don't let your diagnosis be your death sentence. So
let's do it together. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it together. Let's get healthy. Let's get healthy and wealthy together. Let's do it, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Man, and that's another Tap In with T Vix and Ms. Dean. Man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow, share, tell a friend, tag somebody that need this information, man. Let them know we got it right here for them. Tag your friend, tag your friend, tag your friend. Hey, and make sure you rep where you from. Drop it in the comment right now so we know where you from, man. I'm from Akron, Ohio, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, what's up? Man, tap in with T Vix and Ms. Dean every Wednesday.
Because you just don't know who's going to be on the show next.
Yeah, it could be, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna name drop, because y'all know we know him.